No, that is not a Rick and Morty sweater. It's not a Rick and Morty sweater. It is not.
Nah.
Daykwion has their own merch, by the way. So if you are looking to pick up something, you could go to their Twitter. They have a shop there. They have some fire ass merch. So that was a bad word. I apologize to everybody. They have some fire merch out there. So yeah, go ahead and enjoy some of that too. Fist bumps are going out. We're going into game number 1. We're going to Trophies Edge number 1.
As you guys, if you guys don't know, these are some nasty Rick players here, finally clashing. It's Clash of the Titan Ricks here.
Oh my goodness, I almost forgot the predictions. Here you guys go. 1 second, let me get that up for you guys. Go ahead and...
Can't forget about the predictions. And, you know, game's starting pretty fast. We got them right on top of each other, playing really aggressive right now. Just trying to set up something. And as you see, they're kind of burning all their resources quite quick here. And, oh geez, who we got here?
Don't let any of those first 30 seconds sway your vote. As the predictions are now live, go ahead and vote for who do you think is going to win. Is it going to be Bhands? Is it going to be Daykwion? I don't even know which one of them is off stage. I think Daykwion is the Wubba one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they're the blue one. They're Wubba. Versus GOAT. So Bhands is the GOAT.
Yeah,
and
that's
Daykwion is Wubba.
That is the skin he loves there. Daykwion loves that skin, that's for sure.
True. Bhands also...
And Bhands is just disgusting with the Nair.
Yeah, the Meeseeks pressure from Bhands is always so enjoyable to watch. They're really the only ones I see utilizing the air Meeseeks. I see more Ricks go for the grounded versions.
And he's in a bad position here.
Very bad spot.
Just being able to get onto the corner here, being able to pull it back in. But with the attack decay on his jab, it's looking a little tough right now.
It's looking very tough right now as Daykwion is kind of having a hard time regaining their footing on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
Getting like pressure out.
Can't approach really the way they want to approach.
Bhands?
Especially in the Rick Ditto.
Ooh, the up special coming out with the Morphize too. That was definitely going to be a stock at even maybe earlier percent than that. Bhands doing very good, very comfortable in this matchup as they probably have a lot of experience.
Surprised he didn't morph there. I'm very confused what happened.
In the portal, yeah, that was weird. You didn't actually, get that. That's a bad spot. That's a second stock. That is indeed a second stock as Bhands goes up 2-0 on Daykwion right now.
The lasers, man, just
sniping.
You can't sleep on the lasers, man.
Oh, one's in a tactical uniform, but Bhands is the one with the real sniper out here. Goes for the side special, not going to get it. Down attack is going to get the stock there as Bhands is, bleeding a little bit now.
And as we see Bhands do, it's definitely a difference that Daykwion can come back from. All he has to do is get a quick gimp and scores like an even again.
That's true. If he can get a gimp here, if he can get that magical word of staking your stock at an early percent, that gimp, the special, you can actually see a game here maybe for Daykwion. But Bhands is way too consistent. He's racking up the percent. Got Daykwion off stage.
Really keeping the pressure on him, not letting him set up anything on the ground, just keeping full control of the stage in its entirety almost.
Ooh, trying to get the Meeseeks combo, but a little bit off with the portal placement, so he wasn't able to get the Meeseeks hit. But still a lot of damage rocked up.
And another thing with Bhands is his portal placement, he's just so aware of the portals and what he wants to do with the portals. You can never think that the portal is just there. You always have to expect something to come out the other side of the portal because he will take advantage of it.
I heavily agree as that up attack is going to take the stock and put a point on the board for Bhands. And thank you for the sub from Joey Maego.
Hey. It's a geyser right there. Definitely, I can see some minor adjustments coming here from Daykwion. What are you thinking of map selection here?
I think that the Bhands was doing good far away, up close, in the air, off stage. I don't think it matters what map Daykwion takes him to because I think Bhands was just playing better. I think that it's really going to come down to if Daykwion can mix up what they were going for.
Yeah, adjust, change up the approach.
That said, Sky Arena, no platforms, does give Daykwion the ability to kind of knock Bhands off the map without resources, but Daykwion was put into a lot of situations where, they kind of weren't able to get back unless that platform was there.
I think a huge thing with the Ditto matchup with Rick here is whoever gains control of the neutral and who gains control of the stage is really going to have a massive advantage. The longer you spend in the air, you're going to have a lot harder time.
I agree. As this matchup is spent from a lead perspective, whoever does get the lead in this match more often than not is going to be able to rack up so much damage that it makes it very hard to come back, as Rick does have some gimps, but nothing extremely reliable, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, mainly a character that just loves to rack up damage and go for some strong hit and moves.
Definitely a closer looking game here.
Very much so, as Daykwion actually has the lead here.
And he's definitely doing a much better job at holding the ground. He's not in the air as much. He's not giving him time to set up everything he needs to set up.
Exactly. And he's utilizing everything in the kit, appropriately punishing Bhands on moves that normally weren't getting punished, as Daykwion takes the stock lead in this game number 2. We're seeing a huge adjustment here out of Daykwion, but Bhands answering right back, showing him the consistency that we are expecting from them.
See, that is quite a good mix-up there, because you never know if the Rick is just going to sit there on the edge and they're going to charge up the gun, or right there, he just went right for the Sarah, and I don't think Daykwion was expecting that. I think he had time to charge up an up special or something like that, you know?
I agree. I think that it is really at the point where it's like you need to know when you can go in and when you cannot. Oh, the rocket stuffing that. Put off stage. Goes for the high recovery. Still knocking him out.
Still got him at the edge here. He's in a really bad position. And he gets right back up.
He does make it back. Took a lot of damage for it, but did make it back.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing you really got to fear with Bhands here is when he has his portal, because he likes to do something called, I like to call it a blunder, because it's terrifying.
It is terrifying. It's tough when you're kind of dealing with all of that, but you know, if anyone can deal with like pressure, it is Rick, because of the fact that they are a very small character, very fast, and have very good options. Get away from that. That's not yours.
Daykwion adjusting very well, having a nice advantage here. Hopefully he could just stay away, play slow, and hopefully just hold this advantage that he has, because that's definitely something you don't want to lose. And getting a nice little combo here.
That was pretty. I don't think the Meeseeks was supposed to teleport like that. I think it was supposed to be the other one that goes backwards, but still, I can see the adjustments. I'm loving it. Dakwon's doing a very good job in this game number 2. Bhands has to figure out the readjustment here.
Nice use of the nair there, totally avoiding the shot.
True. And Bhands doesn't want to take too much percent here, as Daykwion is starting to rack it up.
Bhands setting up his blender, but not able to do anything with it, because Daykwion just holding his spot strong, not just running straight into it.
Yeah, I mean, why run into the position that Bhands is setting up? But able to get the Sarah there, knocking out Daykwion. Still at 76%, so got to be a little bit careful. Portal in the middle is scary. Oh, knocks him out of that. Able to make it back, though. I think you're allowed to go through Portal once, even if you do get knocked out of it. That's why it was still large. And then once you go through and it's small, you can't go through again. All right, but going here, we've got Bhands, who is, you know, actually gotten the lead back from Daykwion in percent-wise.
Yeah, Daykwion definitely just trying to step back, relax, and think about what he's going to do next here. He definitely really slowed down on the approach.
I think so, too. It might be hurting him, though. Can't get into the Morphosize because Bhands was right on top of them. Goes for a read, but doesn't actually get it there.
Very risky using the jetpack in the neutral.
I think so, too. This is one of those matchups where I don't think Jetpack is super strong.
Especially with the speed. Oh.
But we've got the edge guard from Daykwion taking that game number 2. And you can see the smile. Daykwion always a happy person. I think that Daykwion is always smiling and having a good time from what I'm seeing. I love the energy out of Daykwion.
Yeah.
Bhands, losing that game number 2, needs to now readjust again.
Yes.
Because I think that Daykwion had a very good... They had a good lead in that game for most of it, and that definitely steamrolled. I know Bhands started to come back. He got those stocks back. He got the leads. But Daykwion was consistently getting those stocks first in that game number 2. And that can definitely lead to some very bad situations.
Absolutely. It looks like Dakwon's feeling pretty good right now, and making some proper adjustments there in that second game. Definitely... Hopefully going to go into this game with a bit more confidence.
I hope so, because it really is going to come down to whoever, you know, gets that lead and holds it. Because again, there's so many projectiles and so much slow play in this matchup that if you do lose that lead, it's like walking uphill.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. And a Rick Ditto is always such a tough matchup.
Very much so. But we're going back to Trophy's Edge. We are on what is Bhands' map that they won on in the first game.
Yeah.
So
let's see how Daykwion adjusts in the situation here.
I mean, they still look like they're playing very clean.
Yes. Only attacking when they have to.
I agree. I think that it has definitely, the tempo has switched from Bhands to Daykwion a little bit. But Bhands has racked up so much damage so far too.
Yeah, that's one thing with Bhands, is that his potential to just rack up damage is scary. One hit, and the next thing you know, half your health is gone, and it's not something you want in that situation.
No, you do not. Trying to knock Bhands into that portal and get a portal combo going. He's kind of playing around it, but doesn't have it anymore. It looks like Daykwion was trying to extend the portal, but ended up getting skis out. 85 to 47, very healthy stock from Bhands here in this game number 3. This is only a best of 3, so that whoever wins this game is taking it on and going, further to the winner side as Bhands secures that very first stock.
One thing I'm noticing here is Daykwion seems to be going for Meeseeks and lasers after Bhands has already shot his out.
Yeah, it seems like he's playing catch-up when it comes to the projectiles, which is not good. You don't want to be on the back foot versus Rick in any situation.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to get those projectiles out first before he has the Meeseeks.
True, exactly.
Great teleport there
if he
from
didn't
Daykwion.
have that, oh my goodness, he would have been in the worst spot possible. But both of them utilizing their portals.
That portal, oh my goodness.
Portal doesn't reset until portal goes away either, so that cooldown is, it's on lock.
Daykwion here looking to get the early stock as early as he can because he does not want to lose this. He doesn't want to get any more of a deficit than he already has here.
No,
absolutely
he does not. And playing very well so far here too. I mean, he's at 110%. Bhands does have the lead. And the further lead at that is Bhands now gets the second stock in this game. Daykwion, and it's such a bad spot. Those platforms look like they're doing so much for Bhands as they're able to just, retreat to the platforms, stay away from the stage if they need to, and help them with recovery and just in case they need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness,
special.
just hitting with the end of the animation there.
Up special, taking that stock there and putting a small point on the board for Daykwion here in this game 3 as they have a very long way to go.
Yes, they do, but Daykwion definitely can make it. Definitely could slowly climb this Mount Everest he's faced with here, as Bhands is just a monster Rick player, that's for sure.
I agree. I think the punishes that we were seeing out of Daykwion before are not there here in this game 3. Having a little bit of a hard time getting through some of the walls that Bhands has set up.
Yeah, I mean, one of the hardest things about fighting a Rick is just approaching in the first place. And I think that's what Daykwions having the most tough time here doing.
We've got a full portal from Bhands here and an accidental portal from Daykwion. And
yeah, portal being covering the entire map is something that you want to be seriously afraid of.
Yeah, when they can get a portal all the way across map, that is a very good position for a Rick player. Daykwion having a hard time here. He's trying to get this stock, but Bhands is doing a good job at making sure they're not overcommitting to anything.
Yeah, playing very patient now, just waiting to attack when they have to. Not trying to make any aggressive plays, not trying to throw away what they already have, They want to definitely keep this lead that they have going.
And it would be a real shame for them to lose this stock and then, possibly get, gimped off stage.
And almost getting hit by that Mega Seed and again up in the air, Daykwion having a tough time landing. And then comes with the Sair.
But
just such good predictions there where he's going to be moving.
Good stuff from Bhands there, sealing out that game number 3. Had a little bit of a rough time in that game number 2, but
still a great job from Daykwion there. He's just going to go ahead and rip through the losers bracket.